Yep. So we'll see if Marianne gets kissed during the show tonight. Hello and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. I am Carrie. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you subscribe on YouTube in particular, you'll get a little pop-up saying, hey, guess what? We're live. So yeah, I highly recommend doing that. Makes life a lot easier. And I'd like to thank all the YouTube viewers too. Our YouTube views are going pretty significantly. So thank you guys for everybody who turns in live and watches the show the next day. And I did fix it because we've been off Facebook Live for some reason, and I believe it's fixed. So also on Twitter on live and Riverside on live, you could actually, if you want to call in and ask any questions, you just have to get a Riverside account. And I did try to put it on Instagram, so we might be on Instagram also. So Twitter at Diva of DOOL, Facebook Diva Days of Our Lives, Instagram Diva_of_DOOL, and Diva DOOL on YouTube. So I think that's everybody. All right, we have Marianne here.
Hi, everyone. You can find me at mama_hooch on X. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram.
And Jen?
Hi, I'm at REXJDK at Twitter.
And from the Witless Protection Program, our friend Anna's here.
Right. Yes, and Anna is not my real name. Just kidding. Anyway, you can find me on X, Kazi Hooch on X and on Instagram.
Her real name is Anna.
There you go. There you go. I once had ringtones for Anna and Anna. When we interviewed Teo one time, this was years and years ago, I had him say both ways, and then I recorded it, and then when my phone rang, it was, hello, Anna. Hello, Anna.
That's pretty cool. So I have a little bit of the sniffles tonight, but I think we'll be all right. So everybody have a great Christmas.
Yep. How about you?
Nice.
Good. All right. So let's start off. Marianne, do you want to tell us what those DiMeras were up to this week? They were busy.
DiMeras. Yeah, they were all in the crypt. And actually, we got to see all of them at one time because lately we haven't been seeing them. One or two would be sleeping. And Tony finally made an appearance. I think he was on the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They were all concerned about Kristen because she was, has the fever and all that. And I think it ended with Peter Blake came in and they took the mask off. It was Peter Blake. And for some reason, Chad and Theo don't know him or didn't know him. All these years was his brother. You think they would have saw a picture, but anyway, they weren't around when Peter was around. Peter was missing. Finally, I think it was Kristen that finally got him to confess or to fess up that it was, that, yes, okay, it was me. I'm the kidnapper. And I forget what she said or how she led him there. Does anybody remember that? I don't remember how that happened.
Yeah, he was going after EJ. He was and talking about what all EJ was. He had to be the guy behind everything, and saying, "Oh, well, Theo, he wants Johnny to be CEO," and
that he has the most motive and everything.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
And Kristen's like, "Well, she was saying he had motive, but it was more about he's just super competitive," and then talked about how he got away with everything when they were kids, but he would just blame her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's typical of any brother and
All
sister.
siblings do that.
Yeah. But his main complaint was, which he's, we needed a reason why he did it. I guess he was just jealous of all these years that, everybody got attention but him. And he is like the forgotten DiMera. Like a lot of people forget about Peter. Peter who or whatever. I thought it was kind of lame, his reasoning. All of a sudden he decides to, I guess if they're all dead, then he's going to be the one to inherit DiMera, run the company, right? He'd be the last one and he inherit everything. So I'm thinking, that's what I got from it.
I don't think he would inherit everything. He probably would have seniority, but all the ones that have descendants would still, they go.
That's true. There was still, because he didn't go after, basically went after the just his brothers and sisters and Theo because he was CEO. He didn't go after Johnny. He didn't go after any of the other ones that had kids. So I don't know. I just didn't understand all that. But yeah, he did go after Theo. Theo came towards him or something and he pushed him and Theo hit his head.
Yeah.
So he and they showed him laying in a pool of blood with his head in the you would think that would be a lot worse injury than what he is. But anyway, I guess he is in a coma he's out of it in a coma. So So he got hurt, and so they're all talking to him, like, and Tony, they all said their piece with him, like, you know, and so then so Kristen is talking to him almost like, oh, she's gonna go over to, oh well, you're my blood brother.
Yeah.
She's saying that she's gonna help him, and so he more or less is okay, come here, and he was gonna like take her with him. Oh, he had this thing, a potion or a gas, some kind of
Yeah.
gas. I don't know. Supposed to poison him. If that thing would have come off, they would all go down. So, and he had already taken the antidote because they asked him, why, he would die too. So he took the antidote or something. I don't know what he was going to do with Kristen. But anyway, as they were talking, she hit him over the head, knocked him out to save the other ones.
With the
And it just
femur.
so, yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah, with the femur bone. And then he landed on another bone that pierced him, stabbed him. And then the vial just rolls. Now you would have thought when she hit, didn't she think that thing could have dropped and just broke and they'd have just been dead? But I guess she took that chance, I guess.
Yeah.
But it didn't. And they picked it up. Then it showed them, then they all, who was it? Oh, it was Tony came and to the mansion, I guess, with Theo and Peter, or how, I forget. And he was helping.
He was helping Kristen.
Yeah.
Kristen. Oh, Kristen was out of, he was helping Kristen.
Cat
And
and EJ were helping Theo.
Cat and Theo.
Okay. And they just, Cat and Rafe were there, right? Because they had actually.
Not Cat, it was
Rafe
Jada.
and Jada.
Jada. But Cat was kind of the one that figured it out.
Yeah.
She's the one
Yeah,
that
she
said,
wasn't
hey,
there,
go look
though.
at the crypt because the she tracked the caretaker down and interviewed him. I'm not sure. She was like up all night because Rafe came in and, what are you doing here? Well, she was, because she was worried about Chad.
Right.
So she was kind of the hero there that got them to think about the crypt. And then they talked to Leo, who confirmed that he did hear, he was another one that heard that something was going on in the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
But they had already escaped by the time, right, Jada and Rafe got there. So, and then Javi came with the ambulance and took them all to the hospital. That's where we are. I think Peter's in a coma. Looks like he's on life support. Theo is on life support. And then everybody's everybody's calling everyone. They're all coming to the hospital. And Tony was there and talking to Chad and EJ. He had called Anna. And he's thrilled because Anna's like, thrilled. He can't wait to have his reunion with Santa and wishes them all, Merry Christmas.
Are we going to see Anna? Because she said she was going to be on
Yes.
the next flight. We are? Oh, yay.
Wait, I think Tuesday. If I look at the spoilers right, I think it's Tuesday. Yeah. And there's a picture of them kissing. So, yeah, no, I don't know if there's mistletoe. I don't think there is. It's them kissing. It's their how much they're on and what they say or what's going on there. But yeah, we do see them. I don't know for how long. So yeah, so that's kind of what was going on with the DiMeras. They're all rescued now, and some of them are hurt, and I don't know. That's it there, I guess. And if you want to talk about Kristen.
Well, I did want to talk about Peter though, because they made such a big deal about Peter's return and the new actor that was playing him, and he's on life support. So, is this the end of Peter Blake? I mean, did we have all
I have a
this
feeling. I've been
for
hearing rumors that he's like on shortly. I mean, just a short stint. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So all this for
What
2
was the
weeks
point?
storylines? Yeah.
And like, what was the point of the storyline then? Doesn't make sense.
What if he escapes, though? Not that we care either way, but he could be like the Phoenix,
Does this tie in somehow to what EJ's doing? Because he came back to, I guess that was last week. I don't know. He came back and told this person that was in there, whoever's in there, that he's sorry for how it went down.
Yeah.
Which the only thing that makes you think it's Lexi, because I'm sorry about how this went down because Theo's the one that got hurt. Unless it's Stefano, they're trying to bring Stefano back. I don't know, or the essence of Stefano again. I hope they don't go there.
No.
But what about some people are thinking it's Stefan because Vivian and Peter all said he was dead.
And then
But I
Rafe,
don't think they would bother trying to bring back Stefan.
I don't think they're going to
care in terms of the people that are doing this.
Yeah. Unless it's a new Stefan for some reason, I'm thinking.
Which that wouldn't make any
actor.
sense either. Because it doesn't seem like Brandon's back.
No.
I think we would. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Vivian confirmed it with Rafe. Now, she could lie because she doesn't want Stefan to come back. She's the one that kidnapped him to get him away from Gabi. So she could say that he's dead. And but they'll have a death certificate and something else confirmed it. Didn't he say a death certificate and something?
So the one that helped Philip commit the fraud for the,
Yeah. What about
so
Dimitri?
those things.
Yeah.
And
Well, no,
seems
he's
me-
coming back.
Yeah, he's
why
definitely.
would they be so invested in that? Other than it can revolutionize and make them a lot of money, but like I don't know. It almost seems like Stefano would be the most obvious one, but
Yeah.
I hope they're doing that.
Yeah, but if they do, they cannot bring a different actor in.
No way.
It's not make sense. That people will be like flipping out. They can't do that. It's like, and anyway, this man would be like 100 and some years. I mean, really, when you
Unless
think about
then it proves the, this
the fountain of
cure.
youth or something.
I don't know. I don't get it. It's kind of
Unless they
frustrating.
found a serum that can keep people alive like that old. I don't know.
I want a serum that lets Kate come and celebrate the holidays with the family and friends. That's what I want.
Yeah. Was she
Next
on this
week.
week? Next
Yeah,
week?
Next
she's
week.
on.
She wasn't on this week.
I
Was she
hear
on?
it all.
Maybe
I
it
didn't
was
know.
last week. I watched
I
2
think
weeks
it was
today.
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was.
week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but she's definitely on at least 2 days next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So, well, we can talk about the Kristen stuff because that was big. And I gotta say, the Kristen stuff this week I thought was fantastic. I
Yeah.
only wish she.
Stacy, oh my God, the crying and the eyes. That was so, I mean, real, right? Realistic to me. She thought she did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, she
Elle
was the
did.
hero. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was the hero in the crypt. And at the same time, too, she feels horrible about what happened to Peter, too, at the same time.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, basically, she probably killed her brother. But there's other stuff. So Brady comes in and starts talking to her, and of course they start fighting. This one drove me a little bit nuts too. Was when Marlena and Brady were talking. Marlene's like, "Well, I really didn't factor in the genetics thing as far as treating Rachel." It's like, well, what about? To me, the problem with Rachel is the bad relationship between her parents. That's to me, that's her number one problem. They're constantly fighting. They're fighting over her. Brady keeps trying to prevent people from seeing Rachel. Like he did it to Kristen, and then this week he was planning on not letting Marlena see Rachel.
Yeah.
So he's
And Kristen never would let Brady see Rachel. So it was like to them.
You know what?
Yeah, the pond, but that genetics thing too, though, that's a big thing for Marlena. I'm not blaming her, but that's a big thing for her not to see because Kristen is every bit as pathological as most pathological people are. So it seems like that could be genetic. Sometimes it skips a generation, but when you see signs early on that you got like a bad seed kind of kid going, you got to get some intervention.
All
There's got
right,
to be
but look at Brady's side of the family too. Isabella's family wasn't all that sane.
Yeah. She was, but not her father, right?
No,
Yeah.
or her sister.
They're all
Yeah.
nuts in Salem, though.
Yeah.
Every family has their crazy one. Every family has
to
their.
say.
They're
It's really
bad
bad
seed.
when Bill's talking to Brady and she's like, "But you know what? You've done the best you can." She's like, "You know what? I hated it when Claire was in at
Claire?
Bayview over the holidays, but it helped her so much." I'm like, if we list out all the people that have been at Bayview at one point or another,
There'd be nobody left in that town.
they
Yeah,
would
so, like-
recommend sterilization of the entire next generation of Horton, Brady, DiMeras.
Every one of those families has had somebody that was nuts or went nuts or had some kind of issues.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Do you think this mental illness, especially with female characters, that it's played out? Because we're constantly having characters in Bayview. Like last year, it was Connie. I think Ben was in Bayview at one point. Like I said, Claire. Um, it's getting to the point like every character on the show takes a trip to Bayview as a
Yeah.
patient.
And then there's
Revolving door.
that Whitley character, the kidnapped
And
Yeah, and we have Sophia in there too.
Sophia, yeah.
And I think Sophia kind of snapped, but I don't.
And Abby had the double personality.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Sophia was more stress related. She snapped,
Yes.
but I think she's overall though she's okay. She just went through a rough patch. But I mean, I don't know. I'm getting tired of the mental illness storylines. I think they need to take a little bit of a break from that. But
Yep.
that's me. Yeah, well, Brady, yeah, like I said, he pissed me off. He didn't want Marlene to see Rachel, and then he did have a talk with Belle, and she did discuss Claire having mental issues, and she's like, "Well, Marlena wasn't working alone. She was had a partner in Kristen." Because he thought Marlena was making decisions for Rachel on her own, and really it was Kristen's too. And Kristen was making the actual decisions. So that kind of softened him up towards Marlena.
And he said, "It is time for me to get a new place." Yeah.
But he's not going to. He's going to be having sex with Sarah at the
He's going to
Curious
move. Yeah,
man.
he's going to stay at Curious Mansion. He's not going to move
He's
out.
not moving you.
They don't have any more sets to have him have his own place. He has to stay with
No.
someone.
Well, it was odd too. She referred to her place as the townhouse. I thought they were in the penthouse, but that's two different things.
I thought she was in the penthouse.
Me
Yeah,
too.
she said a townhouse the other day, but maybe she just misspoke. But yeah.
Or
Well,
the
there was a
writers
real
miswrote.
yeah. Paulina and
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
she's like, well, he could just go relocate someplace else. I thought that was cute.
yeah.
And Peter also told Theo before he pushed Theo that EJ wants Johnny as CEO. So he left that little nugget for him. And then later on, we see that EJ tells Johnny, like, yeah, I want you running DiMeras until Theo wakes up. So basically, EJ got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, is there anything else with the DiMeras? Oh, the most important thing. So Brady was complaining he couldn't get Rachel out of Bayview, and Marlena got her out, and they had some cute scenes together. And it was so cute to see her.
Yeah.
She was so happy to be out. And then Rachel sees Sarah and is mortified. And then Sarah's like, "Oh, I got your letter and thank you." Rachel apologized again. She did so good this week.
She's
Yeah.
such a good actress, that kid.
Yeah, we're gonna see her name. I won't be surprised, like in the movies or something, or on TV, as she gets
Yeah.
older.
Yeah. What role did she just get?
Laura Ingalls.
Laura Ingalls
Oh, that's oh
on the
yeah.
remake. So that's a
Hey,
big deal.
she'll be
there.
missed. Sure. She's definitely left a positive
And she was a
footprint
recast too. We had a
Yeah.
different Rachel.
there.
And the first Rachel was good too. That
Yes,
actress
she
was
was.
good.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah, all three of them did well in those scenes. Brady, Rachel, and Kristen.
yeah, I have to say Lindsay Godfrey does a great job with the kid actors.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And Deidre did too. Also, I mean, obviously they all kind of do, but I
did.
just think Lindsay kind of changes her tone a bit and really, you know, talks appropriately with kids.
Yeah.
Brady was arguing with Kristen, and Sarah's like, "Hey, Brady, I need to talk to you right now." And he didn't want to talk to her, but he's fighting with Kristen because Kristen wants to not. She wants to stick to her story that she's the one who shot EJ. And Brady wants Rachel basically to confess, and so she pulls him out of there, and then Brady has Rachel walk in right behind him, so you can't see her. And then, my goodness, it was so sweet. Rachel just goes running towards her mom. Now, that was a total tearjerker to me. They did such a great job.
Yeah.
With
Jumps
Rachel
into
and
bed with
Kristen.
her. Yeah. And I like how Rachel wants to take the responsibility. She doesn't want to see her mom go to prison. And she wants to say that she did it. Which is going to come up that it's an accident. And EJ's not going to.
Yeah.
I don't think EJ's going to press charges or go up against it, or he's going to say it was an accident, that she didn't.
Well, Belle's
Actually-
blackmailing.
Yeah, I don't know. Or Belle's going to and it seems like Paulina wants to prosecute it. I guess she doesn't want it to seem like partiality or something, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I would think.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Marlena could sue civilly. It doesn't have to be a criminal thing. But Marlena's not going to sue her own hospital. That's just stupid. I can't see her doing that. So Belle still wants, and Paulina still want revenge on EJ. All right. Yeah, so that was great. Like, this one still pissed me off about Brady, and he's my diva of the week again because he's kept Rachel and Kristen separated this whole time and wouldn't let Rachel see her in prison. So, and then he was going to do the same thing with Marlena. So that really pissed me off. Okay. Oh, one of my favorite scenes too, Gwen and Gabi.
Yes.
Yeah,
Those were good. Yeah.
So Gwen invited Gabi over, gave her some eggnog, and she asked Gabi to make a couture dress for her. And we know she was angling to get invited to Leah's wedding.
And then Gabi said, "What does couture mean?" I'm sorry, because it's Gabby Chic, and well,
Oh, and they talk about Stefan and Dimitri. So it was, I keep kind of forgetting that Gwen and Stefan were married. I mean, Gabi and Stefan were married. So they both said they pretty much haven't heard from either one of them.
And was Gabby involved with Jake too? And Gwen? I know
Yes.
Gwen was at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then Gabby, Jake, and then back to Stefan. Okay.
Yeah, so Jake cheated on Gwen. Was that with Ava or was that with Gabi?
Oh God. I think it was both.
So Stefan cheated on Gabi with Ava.
Ava, right. And she cheated
Right.
on Stefan with EJ. Gabby did.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
hard
and
to keep track.
Gabi.
They're all
forgotten that Gabby had
Gwen
slept
with
EJ.
Jake, then she was with Chad, right? Or going after Chad. Then she was with Xander, which I think she's going to get back with Xander. Yeah. And I thought she'd get with EJ too. But I still think Kat and EJ are going to get. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a little bit of foreshadowing there because Peter brought up to Chad, like, oh, well, EJ slept with your wife. And Chad's like, yeah, I still haven't forgiven him for that. So that was interesting because that's a little bit of an ancient history. And yeah, that Chad's still pissed about that. And the promo for next week, we see Kat and EJ hugging. No, I'm sorry. It was this past week.
Yeah.
Chad sees Kat and EJ hugging.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, and Kat's already volunteered to sleep with EJ, so I don't think she has a problem with it.
Okay, but if Rafe says one more time, you're
Rafe.
just an analyst.
But you're
He
an
says
analyst.
to it. I know, but he almost sounds
What
like
do you,
he's saying
Rafe?
anal. But
You're
yeah,
not doing anything.
but he's always like, "You're just an analyst." I was like, "What?" I mean, for one thing, at least she can like put
Typical
two
man.
thoughts together. I'm like, "Rafe,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she should
see
say,
one thing."
you should do your job then.
He found out that Kristen had maybe accidentally killed Peter, her brother, to save the other ones. Did you have think when he went like, "Well, I gotta go back to the crypt"? I was like, is Rafe gonna try to rearrest Kristen for the murder?
Yep.
Like, I almost thought he was gonna go on a crusade for that. Like, oh my gosh. Like, let's not go to that stupidity.
Thank God Jada was there.
Well, I would think Kristen
Yeah.
this would be self-defense or whatever if
Well,
he
of
does.
course, there shouldn't even be
Peter
a
does.
question. You've got witnesses in the room
Yeah,
that will all
he's
testify
saved
that
them.
it
They're
should be a
threatened with stuff.
non-issue,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And also because of Kat's investigative work, even though she's just an analyst.
You should get a promotion.
Carrie likes that
Yes.
word. I'm sorry. No.
An analyst.
Anyway, but I mean, it's kind of like, it's almost like he's saying you're just a secretary back in the, like back in the day.
Yes.
Men
Yeah.
would try to like, make you feel less than if you were the admin staff or whatever. It's like, an analyst is actually pretty important and, like helps you dumbasses figure things out, for crying out
Yeah.
loud. Anyway,
Yep.
so yeah, but whatever.
It was a Kat's
I
an
was
analyst on her OnlyFans account.
Yeah,
So.
man. Jeez. That was a good one.
I distracted you. Now you lost your train of thought.
So yeah, I'm I'm sitting there thinking, what was I about to say? I don't even care at this point. That was just too funny. It made me laugh. So anyway,
Yeah, Rafe and Kat.
but it just annoys. He berates her half the time, and then he finally did say, "Well, thanks to you, it actually that tip that you got Like,
Yeah.
she should have said, "You mean that one that I shouldn't have gone after because I was just an analyst?" Like, you know? Ugh,
Ugh.
so
He's
annoying.
just so obnoxious.
I've
Yeah,
been telling you that for years, right? I've always thought that.
I didn't that's the only time I've liked him, really.
Even
Yeah.
But, yeah.
and we had Javi and Leo decides he's gonna call a cat and pretend to be Dale.
And then Dan.
Dan. I
Yeah,
thought it was Dan.
yeah. And he was trying to rectify some deliveries from the hospital to the clinic. He wasn't even really trying to even disguise his voice. He did it like the first sentence, and then he slipped back into Leo, and she didn't buy it at all. She's like, "Is this Dan?" Like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And yeah, so that was pretty funny.
That was
But
funny.
yeah, so Javi was trying to tell Leo, like, "Hey, Gwen was trying to tell you that back off is EJ's after you," and he's like, "I don't care. I have a duty to my readers."
Readers.
Yeah, he's a bit egotistical about that part because, yeah, I mean,
But he's
and
funny at least.
yeah, yeah. So, oh, and Gwen told this story to Gabby. I thought it was interesting that when she was in Italy, this random guy proposed to her. So I thought that was kind of
Yeah.
odd.
Was that like a made up story just to bond with Gabby, or was that a real story? Or like, was
I
that
don't
just like a
know.
We were getting the
girlfriends
eggnog.
talking kind of?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
so. I don't know. I hope there's not like a deeper meaning to all that.
Well, if it's a fake story, all Gabby has to do is ask Leo about it. Like, "Oh, Gwen told me
Well, that's
about,"
true. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
because
good
she,
point. Yeah,
yeah,
because she
this,
said
yeah,
Leo said you should have married him, but yeah, I guess maybe it was they were kind of getting tipsy, and then it was kind
Yeah,
of
all these
showing
stories were coming
the
up.
girl bonding, the girl
Yeah.
bonding.
Well, I like the girl bonding, and they hugged it out at the
Me
end too.
too. I like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, flat out Gwen's using her, but I mean, still, I think Gabby does need friends. Basically, all she has is her relatives and her daughter, and Philip, I guess, too. But
They
yeah,
both need friends.
she
So
needs
does Gwen.
Gwen. Gwen's definitely on an island. Yeah.
And Gabby even told Gwen, she's like, I couldn't stand Leo at first, but I've actually grown to really like. I laugh at his jokes a lot. He's really pretty funny, and he was a great,
And Gwen,
foster
I think
father
Gwen really
for.
does miss him, miss Leo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Oh
she
yeah.
does.
She does. She wants,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, well, we've seen the promos. She's in the front row at
Oh,
the
good. So she
wedding.
does get invited, or she crashes. One of the two.
Yeah. Well, if you're in the front row, I'm gonna assume you got invited. Yeah. So, is she going to be up to something? Is Dimitri going to show up at this wedding?
Let's
Is
wonder
she
if
going
this
to
wedding
object?
takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this wedding
Yeah.
going to take off? Is it going to be completed or interrupted? Like
Does
most things?
Gabby have anybody's new heart on a electrode, like some sort of remote panel of some sort? Gabby tends to do that at weddings. I don't know. Is that Julie? Didn't she?
Yeah.
She had Julie's heart she was controlling. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. So then we move on to the Hortons, and Julie calls Maggie. She wants to postpone Christmas, and then Eli and Lonnie show up. And I have to say, I'm actually giving Lonnie the best dress of the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love white blouse with the flowers, and then she had this really pretty red dress on for Christmas. But we didn't get
Yeah.
to see the twins again.
Yeah.
I know. That was so bummed that they didn't get.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah, they're there, but we never see
Yeah.
them.
No.
Somebody's always watching them.
Yes. Yeah, they had Abe and Paulina watching them, and then that's when Julie got the call that from Chad saying they escaped and that Theo was in the hospital shot.
Then
And
who
then
took over for the kids? What? Well, who
Johnny and
watched the
Chanel were
kids?
watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah.
right. And Johnny had a nice moment with his dad. You can
Mhm.
see
Yeah.
when he ran into EJ at the hospital,
That grew up.
and he
Yeah.
said, something like, "Dad, I'm glad you and they found you and stuff." And you could see EJ. Did you see those tears well up in his
Oh, yeah.
eyes? That's when you're like, oh, EJ's not so bad after all, and then you realize, okay, yeah, he's still bad.
Yes, he is.
It is.
The Days Instagram account is constantly posting little questions they ask the cast. And I can't remember how you pronounce Dan's last name, but they asked him about EJ. He's like, well, EJ's always a prick. So it was cute. Yeah. So I recommend everybody follow them on the Instagram account. It's very funny. The questions they ask people. Okay. Yeah, so all with EJ and Johnny, EJ and Chanel, so they do go and see Theo, and then Sarah pulls Chanel aside and say, "Hey, we got your test results." And while Johnny's listening to EJ tell a Christmas story, she comes back from talking from Sarah and says she's pregnant.
Okay, so I must have fast forward through that. I'm gonna go back and
She's
watch anyway, but
thrilled.
let's try fast
Johnny not so. Johnny,
Johnny's probably thinking, "Oh, shit, we have
no,
a 5-month-old,
or
and
a
now we're
4-month
gonna
old.
have
Yeah.
another baby." Yeah.
The one will be radioactive, so that'll be fine.
Yep.
It's all fine.
God, I forgot about that storyline.
And what is with EJ reading the Christmas story? It's usually somebody more like with the Hortons. This is the first time a DiMeras did. Is this the first time a
Because he's the
DiMeras
hospital. Because
read the
he
Christmas
owns
story?
the hospital. He
Yeah,
can do
he
whatever.
owns the hospital now.
Well, Paulina was supposed to do it, and she said, well, she was busy, because of Theo wanting to be with Theo. She told EJ to do it. That's what I had heard. I mean, her say that. I don't know who she told. But yeah, but he owns a hospital. I guess that's why now.
Yeah. Well, and I saw spoilers. Next week it's Johnny and Chanel are already fighting. And I'm like, just found out you're pregnant. What are
You
you
know,
fighting?
Well, what are they
hormones
fighting?
going in. She's got a 5-month-old, but
I don't know.
too
Maybe.
annoying. But yeah, they should be just as happy about that baby.
Well, see, they've been
It's like
happy
they
for
fought
too
so
long.
hard for a little.
Yes,
That's right.
it happens that way
Probably
all the
about
time.
him taking a job with DiMeras.
But to my
And then,
sister-in-law,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about to
What's that? What, Marianne?
I said it's happened to my sister-in-law. They were trying, and they adopted a little boy from Vietnam. And 6 months later, she's pregnant. So now they're like, they're only 6 months apart. Oh, and she had a little girl.
Wow.
That happens.
Well, they're in their 30s now. So, but yeah, it happens.
Did they end up having more than one? Or was that her only pregnancy?
That was her only pregnancy. Yeah. My
Wow.
sister-in-law? Yes. Yeah.
Both miracle babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know a family that adopted a girl from China. And no joke, they took out a second mortgage to do it. Yeah. So, I mean,
It's a lot.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not cheap to get a child from China. Yeah.
Well, now they
And
don't
they
even
come
let.
to,
I think they put the kibosh on that because they have too many boys and not enough girls. So I don't even think they're adopting out unless the child's severely disabled or something, then there may be a possibility. But if it's somebody that they view can reproduce, they're not letting those go anymore because they were so dumb to have all those women aborting their girl babies, back in the day. I
Well,
don't know
that's
no one did for people who are really smart. You would have thought somebody in in China would have said, "Wait, the math doesn't work. Eventually, you just have all boys and they don't reproduce."
yeah.
But took a while, I guess.
it was carrying on the family name, I believe. They were only allowed one child.
Well, they were allowed one,
Just
yeah,
one.
and then also I think it was viewed back in the day that son would be have more opportunities and more
Yeah.
able to.
Girls were not valued.
Yeah. So now I think they're starting to value
Familiar.
them a little more because they realize that they don't have anybody to procreate with. But
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you. A lot of those adoptions are really hard to, in a lot of countries are really
Mhm.
hard to do.
Yeah, she's in her mid-20s now, and they found her 2 sisters. So yeah, that was 3 daughters from one family that came to the United States.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
yeah.
They found each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they did get in touch with the parents too, the birth parents. Yeah. But like I said, God bless the people who adopted them because that's expensive. If you have to take out a mortgage, yeah,
Yeah.
bring a child, that's something else. Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? I didn't even catch it. Paulina was like, "Oh yeah, I found someone to tell the Christmas story," but when he's doing it, She said, "They're reading the Christmas story by the devil himself." It's like,
Yep.
well, you asked him to do it.
You
Jeez.
asked him to do.
You asked him.
Like, why would she ask? I don't know. She could have
That's when
so
I
many other people to ask.
That's when I chime in, even though I don't. That's when the I'm not like necessarily an EJ fan or whatever, but like that's when the EJ fans chime in with, he just
Sarah?
can't win.
Yeah. Sarah, Maggie.
I thought Dan did a good job at scene with reacting to Johnny. He said so much with his eyes. It was like really powerful.
Yeah, and he did a great job with the Christmas story too and talking to the kids. Yeah. The other DiMeras, so we have Chad and Kat, of course, running each other at the square. And it was nice because they were happy to see each other.
She's
But then
been
he's
worried
like,
sick about him. Yeah.
yeah, if it wasn't for her, like, he doesn't even know she did all the work
Yeah.
because nobody told him.
Because she's just an analyst.
Yeah.
Rafe's going to
Yeah.
take them.
There they are, hugging
I'm
again
just
in the middle.
glad. All I
square.
can say was anyone else hoping to God that Jennifer and Jack
Yeah,
and the
who's gonna
kids were
see
going to
them?
show up in the town stairs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
me
waiting for
too.
that.
Or the-
Then all of a sudden she pulled away like, oh, she realized what she was doing. I was waiting. Oh, there's mistletoe up there, right? I was waiting for that, but they didn't say. They didn't have them two
Yeah,
kissed.
it was right there.
Yeah,
No.
because I even heard, like Brady said, it's all over the place. He said, oh, they have that all over the place.
Oh, I forgot too. They were only on for a little bit. Holly and Tate. So Tate finally confessed and said, yeah, he's on academic probation and he needs to stay home to take online courses, which he could do that in Paris too.
Well, but he needed to be
That's
there for his
Rachel.
sister and all that too.
Yeah,
I think he basically said, the main reason I'm staying is because my dad really needs me
That's
here with my sister being in the hospital at Bayview. But it also works out that I failed a lot of my classes and I have to make up something. But at least he finally told her, and it didn't. And it turns out it was not a turnoff because what did they almost got you to spew?
almost did.
A little bit better timing, and I would have
Why
had
he
you
thought it
spew
would be
all
a
over
turnoff?
camera. That was fun. No, but
Girls are just
turns
smarter than
out
him.
Turns out Holly likes dumb boys, whatever. No, so anyway. In fairness
They
to
all-
Tate, he had a heck of a lot of drama going on in his first
Yes,
semester.
he did.
Yes.
I honestly don't know how the kid ended up staying sane, much less. I'm surprised he doesn't have a room next to his own sister at Bayview at this point.
Yeah,
after all that.
he deserves one.
But anyway, so now was it the Hernandezes? Whose bedroom did they borrow? Did they sneak it? Did Ariana
They
arrange for them?
snuck
Or
into Ariana's room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the room they climbed
Ariana's
into.
room, right?
I'll be right back, ladies.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
hun.
I'm pretty.
Okay, I
Oh, I
thought
hope so.
didn't he say something about his cousin saving the day or something? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. I
that's
think it
anyway.
was. Yeah.
At least he still got laid, even though he failed. Is it really a failure? If your really smart
Must have been a
girlfriend
turn.
doesn't still sleeps with you. So
Well, I hope they changed the sheets on Ari's bed after they were done. Yeah, so that was the end of that. So the rest of the week was the Hortons. So Jeremy and Julie kind of gossip about Jen and Chad, how tense it was going to be with them. And then she talked to Hope on the phone, and Bo and Hope are in Hawaii. So, and then Hope
from
asked,
being catatonic for years, and you finally
Yeah.
get rescued, and you finally get your life back, and you're basically the same as you were before. The first thing you want to do is go to Hawaii during the holidays instead of spend it with your loved ones. But that's another.
Yeah.
I know they have to cover for them because they're not really on the show.
so Hope asked Julie, what's the weather like in Salem? And she said colder than a well digger's.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the phrase. What's after well digger? Yeah.
Well
Colder
diggers,
than a well digger's.
somebody's
I
digging
don't
a
know.
well.
Like, I've never heard this as a saying. Is this
Never
Yeah.
heard
Me
that
either.
thing, but she didn't finish it. What makes me think it's like she couldn't say the word. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to Google that one because I've never heard that before. Well, speaking of dirty minds,
Okay, it says ass or butt.
Yeah.
I just
Because
looked it
they
up.
call
did they
themselves.
ask?
Is it a
I
coal miner?
know.
They lay
I
on
was
their backs.
thinking another part of the digger's anatomy.
That's what I was
'Cause
thinking. Or they can
since
be
she
on
didn't
but I'm
Yeah.
say
thinking they lay on their backs, not their That's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the coal mines, they
So
lay up,
it's
they crawl. They only have this much room. Yeah, in the mines.
anyway.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but this is a well digger, not a coal
A
digger.
well? A
It was a
well?
well.
I
Yeah.
was
Maybe a
thinking
well.
grave digger. To be honest, I was thinking grave digger.
A well digger.
No, she definitely said well.
No, yeah. I
She
just
did.
I
I was
just
thinking,
thought it wrong. I just didn't.
I don't know. Honestly, I never heard that saying either. Oh well. What are we talking about? Dirty
So
minds?
Maggie and
Yeah.
Bonnie is writing a book, another one called
Yeah.
One Rainy Afternoon.
My God.
Did you catch stormy night, rainy afternoon? She kind of switched it
Yeah.
around. Yes.
What was the other book? I forgot it. Forgot that she had
Yeah,
written it.
she wrote a biography. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Bonnie.
Yeah, the Bonnie Lockharts.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah.
And about Marianne, do you want to tell us what Xander gave Maggie for Christmas?
Oh yeah. Xander came over with this big package. And of course, Maggie right away, what are you doing here? You come over to butter me up, it's not going to work. Smack her. So he said, that's not what I'm here for. I wanted to give you this present. Just open it, Maggie. He said, or just open it. So they open it, and it's a new picture of Victor. It was actually a very nice picture, John Aniston, of in a picture
was.
because Xander destroyed the other one in one of his fits. Right. So, and she said, she just broke down. It was all teary eyed. She loved it. She thanked him. And so I don't know, maybe he was buttering up her a little bit, but that could have been part of his, but it was really a nice gesture. Yes. Yeah. So that was
And
nice.
Maggie reminded us that the person who did the other Victor portrait was Constantine.
Yep.
Yeah. Which was, yes. And he
his
did that
name got-
he had other means, he did that to prey on her, to get her same reason. So,
Mhm.
but no, I think Xander was sincere in that. He felt bad for doing that. And then they talked about him being, she told Xander that he really, Victor always did love you, although he had a crazy way of showing it. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I always like the scenes between those two. It's kind of like she's his sane mother, I guess, because he had a crazy one, but yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he still was, I was going to put my background, I was going to put one from the other year with Xander putting his ornament on the tree because Sarah just left his ornament in the box and he wasn't allowed to have his ornament on the tree. So I thought that was kind of bad. He's still Victoria's father, but I don't know. I guess they don't do that when they get divorced. I don't know. Not all the ornament. They don't show all the ornaments. It's always different every year. Yeah, but she didn't put Xander's up this year.
Yeah, I was thinking there has to be a box somewhere just full of ex-husbands and ex-wives.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I always
Yeah,
wondered,
just in
who's
case
up there? Who's missing?
they get back together again. They can go back to the
Yes.
Chloe
ex-wife.
had one when she was married to Lucas, and then it
Well,
broke or
Doug and
something.
Julie
And that was
drawn them on. Yeah.
like foreshadowing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy's was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and while this was going on, Sarah was at the square and runs into Brady. She wanted to show Victoria the Christmas tree, and Brady tells her that Marlena is baking with Rachel.
To cut
I
out.
know, and Sarah's like, Marlena's baking, and they
can cook
said
on
they're
that.
each other's rock, and they spot the mistletoe and they kiss, really kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mistletoe's the culprit. So, so you think they're going to keep going with Sarah and Brady, or do you think they're going to keep going with those two as a couple?
Probably.
I think for a while.
I just hope he doesn't go back to Kristen. Oh my gosh.
I kept thinking, they were really
Anybody,
bonding
Kristen.
there.
I'm like,
They're going to
anybody.
redeem her now in his eyes. As I keep thinking.
She's been a hero twice over, of course. It does all the horrible, reprehensible, disgusting things she's done for the last 30 years.
Right.
Yep.
Not.
Yeah, I think can't remember if at one point all three of them were holding hands or if they were hugging Kristen, Brady, and Rachel. But yeah,
Yeah. Both, I
actually
think,
was
holding
probably
hands.
the nicest family moment they've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the the Hortons have their Christmas tree, and yeah, so Lucas does show up, and of course he's being cute and funny, so I appreciated that.
Oh, love him.
And yeah, I wish he was on more often. They need to find him something to do.
Definitely.
And so JJ decides him and Jeremy, they're gonna distract a few of the people and try to leave Jack and Jen and Chad alone. So they all decide to go play Mario Kart. And I thought that was cute. Big, and I was going to tell you, Marianne, and you need to start practicing Mario Kart too, because it's going
Okay.
to happen. You will be playing Mario Kart eventually someday.
Oh, okay. It's just to know because I could play Mario and Luigi.
Is
Or
it still on
is this the same
Nintendo?
thing? Is this like
Which
the Mario
version of
Brothers?
Nintendo are they up to now?
Is that Nintendo? Because
I had the
when my kid
original.
was little, it was the Mario
I had
Brothers,
the original
Luigi
one.
and Mario, and there was
Yeah,
the
I don't know what
princess.
system it is anymore. So my son starts playing
So
it.
this is just another version of
Yeah.
the
Well, this one,
original
it's just, well, it's racing. You literally have a little cart and you're
art. Okay, I got
doing
you.
all these yeah,
Yeah, I haven't played video
it's just
games
a
in a long
racing
time.
game. The big thing is, well, you will be. Trust
I
me,
mean,
'cause your
I remember
grandkids
first time
will
I
ask
remember
you to
playing
play with
Duck
them.
Hunt. That's ways a long way ago. Oh, I'm sure.
And then
I
God,
don't know.
Julie ended up beating
Julie went
everybody
up.
but Thomas.
yes,
Yeah, Julie was winning. Yeah, Julie knows how to
yeah,
play, I guess. Yeah.
yes. So I didn't say when so Jack and Jen and the kids actually drove from Boston, but somehow JJ ended up flying in from Boston, so that was a little weird
Like, why didn't they
that
fly?
JJ got out and the other ones didn't, and
Yeah.
they're on snow,
Oh, the weather.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
snowstorm.
JJ got out earlier, I
But
guess.
I just see so they were all waiting, and Chad shows up, and his kids go running towards him and hugging him. I have to say, Billy Flynn did a great job too. He was tearing
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good crier too. And Thomas came over and hugged him. Charlotte, yeah, first, but Thomas waited a little bit and then he did. Yeah, that was good. That was cute.
Yeah, this week was great for reconciliation
Hmm.
and a lot of
Yeah.
great acting this week,
When
especially
it was
from the
like
kid.
Thomas waited for a minute and then
Yes.
Chad
He
says, "Hey,
hesitated.
buddy." And that was like Thomas's like cue that, okay, dad doesn't hate me. And, like, it's okay. It's okay. Things are okay. So, like, because I think he was feeling really horrible because wasn't it JJ or somebody? Was it? No, it was Matt. It was Jack that was telling Chad that every night Thomas would cry himself to
Yep.
sleep and might never see his dad again and stuff. I liked the tone that Jennifer and Jack had this time. And I don't blame Chad a bit for being like, I appreciate the things being toned down. I really do. But also you're talking about my children here. And I'm not no scenario is it
I'm
going to be okay for me to not be with
gonna,
them.
yeah.
And I thought
They
that
said
was
tone
good. He
it down
said it in a
to
way
a
that was
mediator.
like,
Yeah. Instead of going to trial, they want to do a mediator. So I don't know how
Yeah,
that's different.
Jennifer was talking
Yeah. What other arrangement is going to be good other than if you move here? Jack and
well,
Jen move it. That's not
mediation.
going to happen.
You're discussing back. You're going back and forth and discussing, but like a trial, it's more formal
Right.
and there's witnesses and all that. And
Okay.
mediation, you're just
Yeah.
trying to work it out.
I thought Jen would give it up after this and just
So
say,
she thought
hey,
that was a good.
kind of dumb. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she thought she was doing the right thing. Yeah, with the mediation, and he's like, no, which
Am I?
I don't even know how that would work with mediation
Mm.
in this situation. Yeah, but at least they thought a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I think they
Okay.
saw that Thomas and Charlotte really missed their dad, I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah, almost lost him. So yeah, why would you keep the kids from him?
why would you re-traumatize the kids again?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because the kids are gonna. Oh, Thomas will have to testify if it's a trial. But yeah, there was an odd moment, and it was kind of nice because I keep forgetting Lonnie and JJ were a thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was it was awkward, but
Yeah.
then it was awkward at first, but then it was okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because JJ's still feeling guilty about shooting Theo. And Lonnie's like, hey, I shot somebody too when I was a cop. So yeah, so that was nice that he actually has someone he could talk to about that, because that's something, unless you've gone through it, there's just no way you could relate to that type of situation. So I thought that was nice. And then it kind of reminded me of that JJ was going to kill himself a few years ago, and Gabby's the one who
Saved him.
saved him. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. So, and then I did actually write down all the ornaments, but it that they hung up and they should on the tree, but I don't think that's that important to say.
There's people online on this group I'm in. Sometimes there are people arguing, why wasn't this one on? Why wasn't that one on? Why wasn't this one on? They're going to be different every year. They can't put
Yeah.
everybody that's been a Horton. Like they didn't show Marie. They didn't show her, but
Right.
they didn't show, did they show Laura? I don't know. I know it said Mike and
Laura?
Jerry.
Yeah,
Vera
Laura.
and Laura.
then-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no Marie, there was no Tommy.
There was no Tommy. There was no Addie. A lot of times they do Addie, but they did Bo and Hope and Sierra and Ben. But yeah, they can't do everybody every year.
Yeah.
The main ones basically that are there. Thomas sang Silent Night too. Or were you going to say that?
Yeah, that was next. Yeah, he did a
Oh, yeah.
great job.
I just happened to think of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he did good. He started, they all joined in, but yeah, he's good.
just singing the first line by yourself would be that would stress the hell out of me out. I'd be like, no way, I'm not doing that. So yeah, that was really nice. And yeah, I mean, I would say Thursday and Friday was just tearjerker episodes. I watched them twice, even though I knew what was going to happen. I still cried the second time I watched them.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a diva and diva of the week?
That's Brady.
Rafe.
I wasn't even thinking. Oh, Rafe. Yeah.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Yeah. All right. We'll give it to Rafe.
Yeah.
2 times in a
Even
row.
though you're pissed at Brady. Even though you're pissed at Brady.
Also, there's a football moment as well that the Ravens won. So how does that affect, you guys with the
We just have to win one game out of the last two.
We
okay.
have to win one of the last two.
Yeah, and the Raven, it
Cleveland
would help though
tomorrow,
too. The Ravens lost.
But the Ravens have 2 more games too, right? So
Actually, we played them the last game of the year.
what might come down to
You
that?
know that's what's gonna happen. You
Huh?
know that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
We're gonna lose
Cleveland will-
tomorrow.
Lose tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have to play the Ravens for the of
Yeah.
course.
You know, they'll
Oh, well.
probably make that the Sunday night football game too, if it comes down to it. But yeah,
That'll be a Sunday night one with the Ravens.
I bet you it will be.
Okay.
But I don't know if they do the flex scheduling anymore. When they move games around to make the better game the Sunday night game. I don't know if they did that this year.
Yeah. And if it's
Well, they
it's
do that
already
to their
decided,
fans. That's really crappy.
What'd you say, hon?
That's really crappy to do to the fans. Because what if you got kids and it's a day game that you got tickets to, and then they make it a night game?
Or you have to travel. A lot of people,
Yeah.
jump in the
Yeah.
car and go home after the game. Thinking the game's going to be over at whatever, or 7 o'clock, and it's going to be really like 11:30 to midnight. So maybe they don't do flex anymore. I don't know. I really didn't notice this year. But so next week we have Leo and Javi's wedding. Like I said, Ann's there. I saw Chad was there. He does have a nice dress. Tony and Anna, and they're kissing. Stephanie, Alex, and Alex sounds like he has a surprise gift that he didn't give her. Steve and Kayla,
Is it something that
Marlena and Rome.
can be antibiotics?
I'm sorry, hon.
You said Alex has a surprise gift. Is it something that can be cured with antibiotics? It's going to be like Joy had a baby. Now the baby's going off to college.
that and the baby's gonna show now.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have Marlena and Roman next week.
Ooh, what's that all about?
Yep.
I don't know.
And then Chad again. They run into each other at the hospital. They're going to stay away from each other for like 5 seconds.
If that.
Yeah, because Chad looked really happy to see her when she when they ran into each other.
I got to say, this is probably the first week I've really found Billy Flynn to be attractive. Like he usually doesn't do it for me. I think it was the beard.
It's the scruffy beard.
Made him look a little bit more masculine. Yeah.
Mask. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
He has beautiful eyes. He has
Mhm.
beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
I think the beard makes his eyes pop a little more.
Yeah, that's
So,
what it
right.
is.
All right. And do we miss anything this week?
I don't don't think so.
Well, I hope everybody had a great Christmas and Happy New Year's coming up.
New Year.
Yes, Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
Happy New Year coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
Jen, you
see you
gonna be
guys
in
next
front
week.
row of the ball dropping,
Nope.
right?
No,
Front row on my couch.
on my couch. I'll be.
You and me both. You and me both.
Yep.
I hear you. Okay, well, take care, everybody.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Everyone.